It's State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
In a Rutherford County Classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back.
Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on WGNS Radio, WGNSSports.com, and our Big G TV video channel. This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
And good evening from Oakland High School. Tonight, we will have the battle between CPA and the Oakland Patriots right here on WGNS State Farm Prep Football. I'm John Dingus along with Rod Edwards, and Brian Baird will be joining us later here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And Rod, it seemed like only yesterday we were in Chattanooga, and here we are starting another game.
Boy, I tell you, as you get older, things fly faster. I'm not going to say how old I am, but it does fly.
Well, I mean, as old as you are, it's probably at the last second now. I mean, you know. Hey, but let's talk about these two teams. Let's talk about these two teams real quickly, just a little bit. CPA, always a perennial power, and of course, Oakland, we know their track record the last several years, so should be a good one tonight.
Yes, I mean, in fact, it kind of reminds me of college football. We have Texas and Ohio State, probably the two best teams in the nation first game, but here we got two state champions going at it first game. So the one thing about it, they're not afraid to play tough opponents. No,
and you could have scheduled anybody else, you know, if you wanted to, but they went ahead and played each other. That's saying a lot for both of these squads. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, it's the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup as the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game continues, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer all starts with the right insulation. Roscoe Brown and Carrier offer comprehensive insulation services that not only enhance your comfort but also improve your energy efficiency, saving you money on your utility bills. With expert installation and advice, our team ensures that your home is perfectly insulated for every season. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown and Carrier. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. RoscoeBrown.com.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Many medications for our animals have to be compounded, and we offer that here at Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
Special for you, your loved ones, or for your pets.
Learn more at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
Thank you for allowing us to be your local pharmacy. We're at 2994 South Church Street, next to Toots.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services to meet their needs.
The frustration many are feeling is real and justified. Kenneth Barrett said that after the county commission denied raises for deputies this year, and as sheriff, fair pay will be a top priority.
We need to figure out how we can get ours comparable to other agencies and start communication with the county commission to try to get less steps at a higher percentage.
With nearly 30 years at the sheriff's office, Barrett brings servant leadership, accountability, transparency, and fairness. Learn more at KennethBarrettForSheriff.com.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Jan Stewart Treasurer.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Countdown to the Game is sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And as we continue, it's time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup At Rick's Barbecue, you'll find fresh, never frozen meats, slow smoked the traditional way over real hickory wood and custom-built pits for unbeatable flavor. From tender pork and juicy chicken to mouth-watering beef, every bite is crafted with care. Don't miss their other crowd pleasers like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to satisfy your whole crew on Warrior Drive just off South Church Street. And we've got several games. Everybody's playing tonight, Rod, so we've got a lot of games to cover. Knoxville Catholic at Riverdale is the first one on the agenda. Riverdale's coming off a 6A quarterfinal appearance in 2024. It brings back much of its stingy defense. It gave up just 13 points per game. The offense adds Ravenwood transfer quarterback Gavin Hampton and Loretta transfer receiver Corbin Reynolds. Catholic looks to rebound from a 3-8 season behind Tennessee wide receiver commitment Tyreek King, who caught 49 passes for more than 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns last year. And to add a little bit spice to the game, Coach Shad Owens comes back with Knoxville Catholic.
That's right. He returns to the area, a longtime Smyrna coach, took him to 2 state championships. He's been out in East Tennessee, and he's now at Knoxville Catholic. There's also Knoxville Catholic has the number 8 player in Tennessee, Chasten Smith, a defensive back, is committed to Notre Dame. So even though they only have a 3-8 record from last year, this still could be a very quality game.
It sure would be. Blackman's at Clarksville. Clarksville went 10-1 last season, finishing unbeaten in the regular season before a first-round playoff loss to Germantown. Quarterback Caden Pledger returns after splitting time under center in 2024. Blackman reached the second round of the playoffs and will feature Rockville transfer Javion Elliott at quarterback to lead the Blaze offense. A new quarterback, and but they have a lot of weapons, and they have they're young, but they're getting older, more mature, I guess you might say.
Right. Well, they got Jabari Kemp is back. Rylan O'Doer, who was their top receiver. Kemp had over 700 yards. They got a sophomore, and the name is Nancy. He's on the track team, and they think he may be something special.
Coach Kreisky has also had time, Rod, to kind of get them playing the way he wants them to play, and I think that's taken a couple of years to really get that consistency, and I think he's looking for that this year.
Well, that's the same thing in any sport. A new coach, it takes a while for people to get used to the system, but I think it takes a little longer with football. But it's so complex, so many people involved. And so this is the time that they may start to shine.
We've got Centennial at Stewart's Creek. Stewart's Creek's coming off the best season in school history with 11 wins and a quarterfinal run in 2024. And they also return senior quarterback Jerry Taylor, which is always good when you can get your quarterback back, and defensive back Omari Bledsoe, an Arkansas State commitment. Centennial reached the second round of the 5A playoffs last year before falling to Page. This on paper looks like it could be a really good matchup.
It could. Page has been in the championship game like the last 3 or 4 years. Centennial, this is the best team they've had in a while. And so it's going to be a test. Stewart's Creek still lost a lot, and it's going to be a challenge to keep it up. They had the best season they ever had last year, 11 wins, and they want to keep that rolling.
Don't you think that it's a kind of a situation where Coach Caudell, his depth, his bench, the guys that played some last year in a limited role are going to have to pick up the slack a little bit?
That's it, and that's what the first game, you never know how it's going to go. You may find some stars, and you find some that the moment's too much for them.
All right, one more before we take a break. PCA's at Eagleville. Eagleville reached the second round of the Class 1A playoffs in 2024 and is led by sophomore quarterback Benton Fox. PCA enters its third season of varsity play after making the postseason in each of its first 2 years, anchored this fall by senior linebacker Sean Burkhofer. PCA won last year's matchup 14-6. Floyd Walker at Eagleville just keeps on doing it, doesn't he?
He does. He's got a new quarterback. Our kid played some last year, but he's young, sophomore. So it's going to take a little time. I think the thing I've noticed about his teams, they just get better and better as the season goes along.
Well, the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup continues when we return. You're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. We'll be right back.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening a new location at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Get ready for a clean and organized shopping experience where you'll find up to 70% off name brand clothes and so much more. And the best part, thousands of new items hit the floor every single day. It's like walking into a brand new store every time you visit, all thanks to generous local donations. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro to learn more.
Hi, Murfreesboro. This is Amanda from Animal City. We're at 919 Northwest Broad Street. Come in and see us. If you've already found your best feline friend, we carry all of their favorite things here at Animal City. Whether it's scratching posts, toys, or premium quality food, you will find it with us. Come in and see us. We are so proud to be Murfreesboro's pet destination for 35 years. Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street. Family owned and operated.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to the Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, and we continue the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rod, our next game we're looking at is Siegel at Cookeville. Quite a challenge for the Siegel Stars. Cookeville 8-3 last year, and they're always tough at home, too.
They are. They're just a traditional team they can depend on. They're going to be well above 500, and they're really going to be tough, like you said, at home. Now, we got Siegel, though. Big thing, they've got Thornton back. He was a good-looking quarterback. He's good size, strong. He's calm. Got their best receiver back, Drew Hostetter, who was co-MVP of the receivers last year in the area. And then they got an offensive lineman, a junior, that everybody's looking at from the college level. His name is Princeton Owafo, and he's 6'7", 315 pounds.
He is the line,
and they said he's quick.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody's interested in him.
Well, Smyrna's going to travel to Brentwood, a rematch of last year's first-round Class 6A playoff game, won by Brentwood 37-21. And what are the chances now of the Bulldogs taking home a victory tonight?
Well, that's always a possibility, but Brentwood it seems like the Williamson County teams have really had Smyrna's number.
Yeah.
I mean, constantly in the playoffs, they meet first round and beat them. And Brentwood is just a very solid team year after year. They're very fundamentally sound, and it's one of those that it seems like because they're so fundamentally sound, the next ones graduate, the next ones step up and step in place. So it's going to be a battle.
Independence is at Rockville. Both teams struggled last season, combining for just 5 wins. Rockville opens a new chapter under first-year head coach James Counts. Always interesting when the first-year coach, and they've lost some players either through transfer or injuries, and so it's going to be a tough test. But Independence, I guess, is a good one to start with.
Yes, because they're going to have to build. I think they got their old coach back when they were having that high potency passing offense. But right now it's going to just be a big test. Rockville had the quarterback, Jonathan Hamby. He transferred from Blackman. And they're really pleased with him. He seems to be very solid, dual threat quarterback. Running back, they got a couple of their running backs back. Romeo George has got 3 running backs. So they hope to put together, and Melvin Boone is still playing, and he's leading the defense.
Franklin at Laverne. Laverne looks to end a 12-game losing streak in the debut of head coach Chris Johnson against a Franklin team that made the second round of the playoffs in 2024. On paper, this doesn't look like a good matchup for Laverne.
It doesn't, but that's why we play the game. You really don't know what they have, and so we'll see.
Ezel Harding's at MTCS. MTCS brings back an experienced roster. In fact, almost everybody's back after reaching the second round of the D2A playoffs with a young squad last season. Ezel Harding finished 2-8 in 2024, including a shutout loss to the Cougars. I'm going with the Cougars in this one. I believe they won't have a problem with Ezel Harding.
Yes, I mean, last year they're still young, even though it's a year later, because most of those kids were like sophomores or juniors. They have found a running back that's really put on show last year, Ali Bangura, who's now a sophomore. He did as a freshman at over 1,000 yards rushing. So things should look better for Middle Tennessee Christian as they got through a really tough year, but they came out over 500.
Yeah, Coach Peterson said that 5 of those freshmen now are sophomores. That's a huge difference in 2A, for sure. All right, our radio game tonight of CPA versus Oakland. 2 defending state champions square off in one of the state's biggest opening week matchups. Oakland has won multiple 6A titles in recent years and returns 2024 Mr. Football finalist Craig Tutt, along with Tennessee commitment Joel Wyatt, a transfer from Webb School in Bell Buckle. CPA has claimed back-to-back Division II AA championships and moves to Division II AAA this season, led by standout senior running back Rawls Patterson.
Yes, I saw their state championship game. Patterson's a tough kid. You remember Dan France?
Yes.
When he ran for Oakland, he's that same type of runner. He just always has the knack of breaking tackles, and he can see the gaps, and they usually have a huge offensive line. I know Brian and I were, a couple years ago, we had Oakland and CPA, and the game went down to the last play, and Oakland was way behind at halftime, but they came back. And in fact, we were asking how they were going to come back in this game, but they did it. So anything can happen.
You're on that tonight, aren't you? Anything can happen. That's a good way to look at the first game of the season, isn't it?
That's the name of the open season.
That's your Rick's Barbecue Roundup, and when we come back, we'll check the forecast and get you ready for tonight's game as the Primetime Sports Countdown to the game continues, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the Law Offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
Dear John, I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond, and that's why I just think the world of you. Thank you. Robert K.
My pleasure, Robert. If you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too. Call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
Friday night high school football starts and ends with Friday Night Thunder, the region's most complete high school football show. Real-time score updates, exclusive coach interviews, and full region breakdowns from across southern Middle Tennessee and the state. I'm Court Steer. Join me right here on WGNS every Friday night for Friday Night Thunder. Pre-game show starts at 6, post-game until 11. More than complete coverage of every team, every Friday.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, from oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Let's hear from customers of Dr. Automotive.
He does a good job. He lets you know what's going on and do it at a good price.
Danny does a lot in our community, so he's very involved and invested.
I recommend family, friends. Danny is spot on because he'll suggest what I need to do, and of course, I've never had an issue.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back from Oakland High School with a Primetime Sports Countdown to the game, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day. 86 degrees currently and less humid than it's been all week. Let's check on the Fans Heating and Air football forecast from the Rutherford Weather Center.
Thanks, John. It looks like a good night for football. A warm and humid evening to start with, but temperatures are going to drop fairly quickly through the game, falling down to around 80 degrees by halftime and into the 70s by the end of the game tonight. Rather high dew point, so it is going to be a rather humid evening, but we're not looking for any precipitation. Winds will be light out of the northeast, around 5 miles an hour. That's your forecast, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, your heating and air expert since 1966, delivering the finest HVAC products and services at affordable prices. From the Rutherford Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Rod, I'm going to get a chill at 80 degrees.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
getting down there tonight. Wow.
Did you bring a jacket?
No, I didn't bring one. I'm going to chance it. Our starting lineups tonight is brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Time now for your players to watch. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Let's look at these starting lineups for Oakland. Wide receiver, number 7, Valon Anderson. The left tackle is number 60, Chandler Cates. The left guard, number 75, Trent Gibbs. Offensively, the center is number 66, Keaston Stewart. The right guard is number 63, Marlon Mixon. Number 63, the right tackle is Michael Akizi, and the tight end is Reese Smith. In the slot, it'll be number 13, Kamani Bass. Cam Norton will be at quarterback, or it could possibly be Deontay Cameron. I'm not sure at game time of that decision. Fullback is number 0, McKeel Brown. And the wing will be, of course, Mr. Football finalist number 1, Craig Tutt. Brian Barrett joins me here just a little bit here since we've gone those starting lineups. Talk about the players to watch in this game tonight, because CPA's got a little bit of talent as well.
Yeah, they do. Mentioned along with Mr. Tutt last season, rushed for 1,250 yards, so I think he's going to have something to say. And looking forward to seeing the senior Joel Wyatt, number 2 recruit in the state, number 5 recruit nationally, a Tennessee commitment. So, and this freshman phenom quarterback, Cam Morton, Innsworth transfer, and also splitting time with Dante Cameron. You may remember him. He had a little time over at Riverdale before coming over here to Oakland. Kicking game should be solid with senior Jose Hernandez there. For the CPA Lions, it was mentioned during the pregame show, you've got Mr. Rox Patterson in the backfield. He rushed for almost 1,600 yards last year, 18 touchdowns, so he's going to be the guy to watch this evening, of course. Have to look at their quarterback situation. Jack Van Orman did have 17 pass attempts last year, but he came up in mop-up duty, and he was behind Chance, who was a quarterback, 2,313 yards passing. So it's now the junior Jack Van Orman's chance to shine here. So we'll see if that happens. That's a few of the players to watch from our friends at Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and also JHA Company.
Time now for the keys to the game. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall. Auto, home, business, and life insurance with a trusted agent, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance.
We're about 8 minutes away from game time, start between CPA and Oakland, and we're going to have those keys to the game for you, but we're going to take a break first, and when we come back, we will have those keys to the game and the first, the first play from our play-by-play man, Brian Barrett, as we continue here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game.
Hi, Murfreesboro. This is Amanda from Animal City. We're at 919 Northwest Broad Street. We have not forgotten about our reptile lovers either. Here at Animal City, we have a great selection of products for our cold-blooded friends, too. Here at Animal City, we have a full range of habitats, substrates, and other accessories. We have a great selection of products for our reptile lovers. We are so proud to be Murfreesboro's pet destination for 35 years. Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street. Family owned and operated.
Hey there, it's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, I've seen firsthand how they go above and beyond. They have the Gateway and Memorial Boulevard locations, along with 9 more across Middle Tennessee. They make it easy to get the help I need, and I can always talk to a real person. That's a big deal nowadays. That's why I trust First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They're always there when I need them.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, We've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
It's State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
In a Rutherford County Classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back.
Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on WGNS Radio, WGNSSports.com, and our Big G TV video channels.
Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball.
Eagleville has done it. State champions 4 years in a row.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships.
The Oakland Patriots, 8-time state champions. The gold ball headed back to Patriot Drive.
Multi-year Tennessee Association of Broadcasters award winners Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, along with the Primetime Sports team, are standing by to bring you the game, which starts right now.
And our game tonight brought to you by Two's Good Food and Fun, Stones River Town Center, and Wilson Bank and Trust. And Rod, before we let you go to your duties, let's talk about those keys to the game. Oakland and CPA, it should be a fun contest.
Yes, it's something that probably a lot of people would like to be here if they could, wherever at throughout the state. Got two teams that have great records, well respected throughout the state. As far as this game going, you have to stop the power of CPA and the power running and breaking tackles of Patterson. So it's going to be make sure you hold your ground and make sure you're pursuing, because you're going to need more than one to bring him down. But then at the same time, CPA is going to have to stop the speed of Tut. I mean, Tut is the one that, to me, that they have to really stop.
They've got to stop big plays from
right.
Oakland. I mean, Oakland is masters at big plays.
So one has to stop the power that is eating up the clock, and the other one's got to stop, like you said, the explosiveness of Oakland.
CPA with a rather, well, I wouldn't say unproven, but young, and then you've got a transfer starting for Oakland, so that should be an interesting thing to watch tonight too.
Right, transfer and a young one if he plays too.
Well, we're about ready to get this thing underway. I guess I need to bring in the big boy, the big guy, the head honcho, Brian Barrett. Brian?
You ready?
Well, I thought you were.
I'm ready
okay.
if you're ready. Good to have you along with us tonight.
We need to give a fist pump.
Gang is all here. Well, Rod's
ignoring my fist pump. You don't ignore fist pumps. Okay. Jeez.
Fist bumps all around. Well, we got to work on our pregame, I guess.
That's a new addition.
It is. It does appear that the CPA Lions have won the toss, so they are going to receive. So that will mean the Patriots will have the ball to start the second half. Kevin Creasy is, John, 11th year, I think it is. And it's hard for me to believe that he's been here that long, but 2015? Yeah, was his first season here. And John, 4 out of the last 5 years won the state title. So, I mean, it's just pretty remarkable what's happened here at Oakland.
Yeah, it is. And they seem to, when they lose one, they seem to be able to replace somebody. But I'll tell you the thing I think the key to their success is Kevin Creasy and his staff with the ability to make changes and ability to adapt to situations. Halftime adjustments are huge for him. And that's why I think they've been so solid all these years.
I think the last time CPA has lost was to Oakland here on this field, and it was a Thursday game, if I remember right.
I was in Florida.
You were in Florida. John and I were, or Rod and I were here, and it was just a remarkable game en route to a remarkable year that year for Oakland. So we'll have to see. 26-game win streak for CPA up on the line here tonight. We told you about some of the players to watch. About ready to get this one underway here from the Dr. Automotive Broadcast Center. Speaking of Dr. Automotive, lots of other games going on tonight. He being Danny Brewer, is going to be reporting at halftime and in the post game from the Riverdale game as they take on Knoxville Catholic. Laverne at home versus Franklin, and Rockville at home versus Independent. Stewart's Creek at home versus Centennial. Siegel on the road at Cookeville. Blackman is on the road tonight versus Clarksville. PCA at Eagleville, and Smyrna at Brentwood. Ezel Harding is at MTCS. MTCS this year, by the way, their road games will be Memphis, Camden, let's see, Chattanooga, I think. No, not Chattanooga. Johnson City, Asheville, North Carolina. It's just amazing. And they only got 9 games on the schedule this year. So, unfortunately, not going to be able to find that elusive 10th game. They're just going to have a bye week. But at least it's week 3 and not what they were looking at, week 10 bye. You don't want that going into the playoffs.
Well, nobody's avoiding anybody. I mean, this first week of games, they're all pretty good matchups, and so nobody's scared. Nobody's dropped down and try to catch somebody, weaker.
Well, looks like we're about ready to get things going here as the clock has hit 000 this evening, but the official has the football on his right hip right now, and it looks like he's having a conversation with Landon Ross. Don't know if Landon is going to be doing the kickoff duties here tonight or not, but he does appear.
It's clock related. It was at 20, so they had to reset the clock.
Gotcha. And it is going to be Landon Ross, number 89, to kick off here. Well, there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of talk. The 2025 high school football season is underway as toe meets leather, and Landon Ross is going to send this one to be fair caught at the 18-yard line for CPA, and we're underway here at 7:01. That is your J. Mullins Jewelry kickoff time. They're on West Northfield Boulevard. Expert jewelry repair, custom jewelry design and manufacturing, and those indestructible reactor watches. That's the last watch you'll ever need. J. Mullins Jewelry and Gifts, West Northfield Boulevard, between Memorial and Sulphur Springs. So the Lions will roll out of the huddle in the white uniforms, purple numbers, love it. White jerseys, dark numbers. I think Van Orman is working from the gun, and he is. Line shifts here to the near side. They're closest here to the left hash, moving right to left from our vantage point. And they hand it off to Patterson, and he's going to be crushed at the line of scrimmage. I mean, absolutely mauled for no gain.
Good start by the Oakland defensive line there, and they've got to really key on him, make sure that he doesn't hurt you.
Wade was the first one in there for the Oakland defense. I look for big things out of the Oakland defense this year.
Defensive line is Carney, Sanders, McGee, Wade, and the corners are Earl and Gaynor.
Brox Patterson is about 6 feet behind the quarterback. He tries to run off right guard, gets to the 20-yard line, so picks up 1 huge yard.
This is really good. This puts them in a passing situation.
Working in a little hurry up here, it looks like now. Jackson on the tackle. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide near side. So double stacked either side, back to pass. Looking at it to that side, they get it completed right at the numbers on that left side to Jefferson Brinson. And that is going to be enough for a first down. Picks up 10, or picks up 9. Henderson with a tackle there. Quick snap, the give to Rawls, finds a crease, and then he's going to be punished for that. Gets it all the way up to the 32.5-yard line. Well, John, they're going to give it to Patterson, it looks like, and try to run it down Oakland's throat. No, I haven't seen many people successful in doing that, but they're giving it a shot.
Yeah, that was a really good pass route that they ran, too, to get that first down. Just got to the first-yard marker and it turned, and there the ball was.
Wyatt on the takedown for Oakland, calling his calling his name for the first time in an Oakland uniform. A little high snap, pass here to the near side, complete to Weston Williford. And Williford out of bounds at about the 40.5-yard line. So he's going to pick up 9 that time to make a much more manageable third down. Williford, by the way, 6 catches for 64 yards last season and averaged 4.9 per catch. Some of the stats from last season kind of give you an idea of guys who've had some playing time and some who are getting big varsity minutes here now. Quarterback did have some time at varsity level, but Van Orman, it's his show now. And the Rawls, 45, breaks the tackle 50, 45-40 down the sideline and out of bounds inside the 35 at the 33, and the first flag of the season flies. Maybe a horse collar there or a hit out of bounds. We'll have to see. Gaynor making the tackle. That's a name that we called a lot last season. Mr. Gaynor, 67 tackles, 3 for loss, 4 interceptions, and 2 blocked field goals. One of those which saved the game at Blackman, if you'll recall. It is face mask against Oakland. And this is going to put CPA now inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. John, huge mistake there.
Yeah, that just added insult to injury after the first down was already done, and then they add 15 more to it.
9 minutes, 49 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. No score. First drive of the season, and CPA is in the red zone here. Van Orman with Patterson behind him. 2 wide outs right side. Ball from the left hash as they move right to left. And they do have a blocker in motion, but they're going to pass downfield to a wide open Owen Cabell, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Cabell easily in for the TD from 18 yards away, and a very nice throw there to complete it to Mr. Owen Cabell, who is a senior and had 13 touchdowns last year. He was one of those weapons that they used, of course. 43 catches, 973 yards, and gets this year started off well. Camden Holiday for point. Snap, set, kick away. The kick is through the uprights, and the CPA Lions strike first. Oakland coming up to bat when we return. State Farm Prep Sports.
When Roscoe Brown started his local family business in 1940, he knew the importance of treating customers like family, and now 80-plus years later, that same commitment continues. Our trained, certified, and insured technicians come to your home and do the job right the first time. Roscoe Brown does heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and insulation. Call Roscoe Brown and get that needed checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Your home, your auto. Together they
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Big savings are coming to Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening soon at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, offering up to 70% off name brand items. It's like a new store every day. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for details.
Brian Barrett, John Dinkins here with you. Rod Edwards here as well, and CPA kicking off here to Oakland. Holiday taking care of the kickoff duties, and looks like it's going to be a touchback, and it is. First chance to see the Patriots.
Be interesting to see new quarterback for Oakland. And now look, I think that's Morton, isn't it? Number 5.
That would be correct. So they roll out, and Joel Wyatt is going to be the receiver on the far side. The ball is between the hashes at the 20. He's going to be at the numbers on the far side. And it is going to be Cam Morton, 5'9", 167-pound freshman. Looks to Wyatt to the left side. Pass is caught. Wyatt breaks the tackle. 25. Wyatt to the 30. Wyatt, first down yardage to about the 32-yard line. Just short of the 32-yard line, it looks like. Bradshaw making the tackle for CPA.
Talking about that CPA, that was a really nice drive they put together. Plus, you added the penalty to it. Pretty good first drive for CPA.
1st and 10 after the first bank first down for Oakland. Here's the inside counter. And nice rumble by Will Millsap, I believe it was. Number 20 with the football up to the 38. Picks up 5. Clemens making the tackle. So it's a 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Wyatt going to line up here on the near side. Lone receiver. Halfback here on the right side. And there once again is Millsap with the carry. And he's going to get the first down, though, I think at the 43.
Needed 3, got 3.
Wiggins on the takedown. Now, Millsap, by the way, last year had 9 carries for 64 yards, so he did see some time as a junior for Oakland. Back-to-back first bank first downs, and Oakland doing what they like to do and methodically move it down the field. In at quarterback is Cameron now. Cameron pitches back, and it's Kamani Bass. Bass working the sideline. Pushed out of bounds at around the 45.5-yard line. There is a flag, though, and I think this is coming back.
Yeah. That flag was thrown quickly, early.
An illegal shift is what it was. At least it's on first down, so that way you've got some time to make up that extra yardage here, which is 5. Puts the ball back at the 38-yard line. Ball from the left hash, 7-0. CPA over Oakland at the moment. First and 10, and it is Cam Morton back in at quarterback. They truly are alternating, it appears. Passes here to the near side. Millsap and the flat catches it out of bounds near the midfield stripe. Gets to the 49-yard line. And John picked up about, 13 of the 15 they needed?
Yeah, that was a nice throw there by Morton, too. A little shy of the first down, however, but
about 4 yards.
But they picked up a mass on that first down. That's a good gain.
12, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So 2nd down and a long 3, short 4 from the right hash, and it's Cameron. Going to keep it. Cameron, shake, bake, dives forward into CPA territory to the 48, and if it's marked right there, it should be a first down. Patterson on the tackle, and they are going to give him the first down where they marked that football, I think. No, it's going to be third.
It's about inches.
They're going to measure.
It's close enough to do that. That's a smart thing to do.
So they have to move everybody away from either side here. See if we have any score updates for you to pass along on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Not seeing any at the moment. If you hit us up on Twitter at WGNS Sports. No, wait a minute. It's at WGNS Sports Radio. There we go. At WGNS Sports Radio is where you can send us a post on X. They're going to stretch the chain here. Get it all marked. Ready to go.
Yep. It's about an inch, about 3 inches short.
A good measurement call there.
But very makeable. You're sitting there at 2nd down. Having some clock problems tonight.
Yeah. You know, first game issues and things like that. Mitzi Wilson said they've been working since 8:30 this morning, going hard and heavy at it. That first game, John, is always tough.
Well, everything's been sitting, you know, for all summer and
Although they've done a lot of work here at Oakland inside the press box, new countertops, lots of new paint on the wall, all kinds of nice additions here. 3rd and inches now for the Patriots. They need about 3 inches, as a matter of fact. And Morton looks left. There's a flag. He's going to pick up the first down as he gets taken down at the 46-yard line. But if it's against Oakland, it's going to be a procedure penalty, I think. Chance on the tackle. Well, John, this has kind of gotten a little penalty riddled here in the last few snaps.
One big one for 15 on defense and then 2 offensively. And that makes that 3rd down a little bit more difficult.
Sure does. They're going to put it back now at the Oakland 47-yard line. And they need to get it to the CPA 48 plus. Okay, that makes sense.
Need a hair more than 48 to the 48, yeah.
Coming on the inside corner for sweep around with Kamani Bass, and he's not going to make it. He's going to be down at the 50-yard line, and a little player skirmish. I don't see any flags, I don't think. So this will probably bring on the Oakland punt team, if I had to guess, on 4th down and about 2. Clement's on the tackle.
Tough decision, but probably the safe one to do. But
they do roll up to the line of scrimmage. We'll see.
They try to draw them off.
I think that's Tutt. Going to run a little wildcat, and Tutt right up the middle, and Tutt across the 45. Who are you talking about, punt? Just give it to the Mr. Football semifinalists from last year for the First Bank. First down, Patriots.
Good run. He just ran right down the middle. Good blocking there by the line. And
all the way to the 43-yard line.
Kind of hurdled himself the rest of the way.
How about that?
You're going to see a lot of that, too, I think, this year from Oakland. The wildcat with Tutt.
Well, they're not afraid to use every weapon in the arsenal. He is actually still in there in the wildcat right now. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, runs himself. Across the 40, still not down. I mean, it's a dog pile that's moving. They finally blow the whistle. I mean, you just cannot bring that animal down. Picks up 5, and it'll be 2nd down for the Patriots. 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. It's CPA 7, Oakland nothing right now at the moment. Knox on the takedown. Maryville and Alcoa are playing week 1 this season. Tied at 14, by the way, up there in East Tennessee.
Get it over with, you know?
I guess. Not sure how it affected their alignment. Tutt on the keeper once again. And a flag is thrown as he is driven out of bounds, and somebody tackled him on the track. There are 2 flags now, and I think maybe somebody threw the flag after that hit well out of bounds, just shy of the 35-yard line. I think there may be an injured CPA player on the sideline too, but Wolters making the tackle. And I think that was Tassa, who was maybe shaken up just a little bit. Holding against Oakland is one of the flags. It may be both. Not exactly sure if there is something on the other one. Well, no, there was just one penalty. So, John, for Oakland, it's been 1 step forward and 2 steps back here.
Well, I think a lot of that is new players. They're younger, they're sophomores, and some of them on offense, and they're just getting caught.
We do have Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update here for you. And right now it is Knoxville Catholic leading by a score of 6-0. 7:59 left in the first. So it looks like they scored on their opening drive too. Back to pass, looking downfield. It's Morton. Home run ball is caught inside the 5-yard line. Wowee, what a pass. He flung it, friends, way downfield to Giovanni Malone. And Malone comes up with it. Good grief.
That's shocked everybody in the stadium, I think.
First and goal for the Oakland Patriots. Line up in that heavy set. And this time it's Millsap turning, spinning, churning, trying to get in there. We're going to be stopped shy. Going to get down to the 1-yard line.
Bass tried to get around the corner, just couldn't get in there, and good defense by CPA.
Clements making the tackle. Oakland trying to climb back even here on the scoreboard. Tutt in the QB spot. And they're going to give it to Haggard, and Haggard is going to dance in for the touchdown. Justice Haggard from 1 yard away, and the Oakland Patriots find pay dirt for the first time in the 2025 season.
Well, Haggard does the job. We're seeing a lot of players for Oakland right now. Everybody taking a whack at it. Morton, you've had 2 quarterbacks, Tutt running the Wildcat, and now Haggard with a nice 1-yard run for the score.
That is a Toots touchdown for the Oakland Patriots. Toots Good Food and Fun open late even after the game tonight. Toots with 4 local locations. The kick is up by Frierson, and it is good. So we are all tied up at 7 apiece, 5:10 to play. First quarter, State Farm, Prep Sports.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Back in 1985, when Toots first opened, there were very few restaurants in this town. We've seen hundreds of them come and go, and yet we are still so blessed to be in business and be doing business here in Rutherford County.
This is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. After 40 years, we still got them. $6.99 daily lunch specials. Stop by Toots.com and check them out.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
We're back, and Oakland has tied it up here. It was not the prettiest drive, but they got the job done. Now the kickoff taken from the 10-yard line by Cabell for CPA. And he's going to rumble for a pretty good return to the 30-yard line, and that's where they'll start first and 10.
That was a very interesting drive by the Patriots. It looked like they tried to do everything they could to muff it with some penalties, but they were able to survive. That big pass, that 39-yard pass was a huge part of that.
Franklin has taken an early 6-0 lead over Laverne in the first quarter. The newest score that we have in. First and 10 here for the CPA Lions, and we'll see how they counter here now after the Oakland score, which, John, seemed like it took forever, especially the penalties.
It didn't take as long as we thought it did.
I know, it didn't really, did it?
Felt like it.
Sending in motion Owen Cabell. Pass to the right side is going to be completed to Dylan Streeter, and Streeter out of bounds at about the 40-yard line for a first down CPA.
I'll tell you, this short passing game that they've got going right now has been pretty efficient.
You just took the words out of my mouth. It's a little scary. Try the run again and find a nice gaping hole here for Rox Patterson. Now a flag at the end of the play.
That's got to be at the end. Got to be something done there.
He gets it to the 47-yard line for a nice gain of 7, but flags, and Mr. Tutt made the tackle there. I will say CPA has not been flagged thus far, unless this is one, and it's not. It's going to be face mask against Oakland. That's 2 of those, John. That's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, and another problem that I'm seeing is we've not shut them down at all, except the first 2 plays of the game, but they've been getting a lot of yardage on the ground. Oh, that's a huge one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the 15-yarder. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for them at the Oakland 38-yard line. Tutt, by the way, 64 tackles, 3 for loss, an interception, and a forced fumble last season on defense. 1st and 10. They've got Jefferson Brinson. It's kind of a halfback here on the near side. Ball on the left hash. They're going to go again with the run, and Patterson going to scoot to about the 36-yard line. Picks up 3.
He's definitely a workhorse. Went right up the middle with that one.
Wade on the tackle for the Patriots.
They cut him back a little bit by a yard there.
Smyrna and Brentwood tied at 7 apiece.
Go Bulldogs.
They're in hostile territory, aren't they, John, tonight?
We've been there many, many times.
Sure have. It's a fun place to do a game. It's a hard place to win. 2nd down, and pass zipped out of bounds by Van Orman. That looked like a miscommunication on a timing route.
Yeah, plus he kind of overthrew it a little bit there, and that's the first play that I've seen that they haven't executed.
3rd down and 8.
I can't tell you what a big stop this would be for Oakland if they could hold them here, but I would imagine they'll go 2 down territory here.
Rolling to the line of scrimmage. Kind of have an offset eye here. Patterson behind Van Orman. Van Orman going to pass right across the center of the field and incomplete. Receiver hit right there at the 25-yard line. Well, that was Maddox.
It was complete for a moment, and
then Maddox.
He got creamed.
Maddox. Patrick Maddox.
Van Orman really threw that right on the money, though. But as he turned, he got hit by Oakland.
Who was it that made that hit? Was that Tutt out there?
Tutt was in the area.
Yeah. They are going to line up for a field goal attempt here, it looks like, which would be a 53-yard field goal attempt unless they're trying to draw them off. And this is Holiday. It's straight on, but it's going to be short. It bounces in front of the goalpost there. And no score there for CPA. And, John, you got that big hold you were asking for.
Yeah, good hold, big time there. Our game tonight is brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna, and he's at 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. State Farm agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. And don't forget to tune in each Saturday morning now. It starts at 9, okay?
Yes.
For the Prentice Sauce of Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's of Murfreesboro.
And, you know, we did it at 9 o'clock last year.
Yes, we did.
Popular opinion, right?
Yes.
7-7 your score, 3:36 to play in the first quarter, and Oakland their second shot at it here, and zipping in and out of traffic. Kamani Bass finally brought down at the 27-yard line, picked up 7. Wilford making the tackle, and it's going to be 2nd down. Boy, that was some nice interior running there by Mr. Kamani Bass. John, you got Tutt, Bass, Brown, Moore, Millsap. We saw Haggard score a touchdown. It's like they're running back you, aren't they?
Yeah, they've got a lot.
Wyatt is the far side receiver at about the 30. Pitch back, and it's Millsap. 30, tripped up, 35, still on his feet, 40, 45, and hit from behind and knocked down at around the 48-yard line. And another nice run by senior Will Millsap of 18 yards and a First Bank first down.
I was so impressed because he got tripped up, and now they're going to call this one back.
Oh, man. Hastings made the tackle, but it's coming back.
I think Coach Creasy wants an explanation on this one.
He's getting one. He won't be satisfied. They still haven't, the White Hat still hasn't told us. It's holding, though.
You don't want to know how many penalties they've had so far.
No, it's a ton, isn't it?
Yeah. And the thing about it, you're up 7, but now you lost a great first down opportunity there. 18 yards.
Well, it will be put down at the 28-yard line, so 2nd down and 2.
That's where it occurred, I guess, where the hold occurred. So that's a break.
2 minutes, 45 seconds left to play here in the first. We're tied at 7 apiece. Here's a give from Morton, and they're going to get the first down. If I can pick out of that who was carrying the football. That was Bass. So Bass with the carry for the first down. First Bank, by the way, with our first downs all season long, banking on a first name basis. That's First Bank. Hastings with the tackle. Clock rolling. All of our Rutherford County teams in action for the first time this season. Glad to be with you here on radio for the 79th season of our coverage. They fake the handoff. Now Cameron going to keep it himself, and he's going to be caught and dropped for a loss back to the 31. Just couldn't get that corner edge, and his helmet is clearly off. And wondering, I mean, if your helmet comes off, usually it's got pulled off of you. Wilford with the tackle.
Well, this is not the first time we've seen helmets come off in this game so far.
That's true.
Of course, it is still, I know it's not 98, but it's still pretty muggy tonight, and not as bad as it was last week, but that can have an effect, too, a little bit on this game tonight. Kind of keep your eye on it. And I think that's why so many players have been used, particularly by Oakland.
As Ray Miller said in our pregame forecast, very humid. Although it's not as hot, it's humid. 2nd down and 11 now.
Rain is coming in, brother.
And looks like we have a timeout on the field. So let's step aside for one here, and we'll come back. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports, 7-7, Oakland and CPA.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live, too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And it is a 2nd down and 11 here for the Oakland Patriots after the timeout. They're going to give the ball to Tutt. Mr. Tutt banging at that line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, they read that really well. It just never did. The play never really developed. Talking penalties are really one-sided right now. 6-0, according to somebody up here in the booth, but I will not name his name because I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down here early in this game. A minute left in the first quarter. Oakland going to send 3 wide here to the near side, 1 to the far side. And this is Cameron in the backfield, makes the pitch. It's Tutt. He's going to reverse field, come here to the near side, eludes a tackle here and there, now reverses field again, and is going to be taken down for a big, big loss back to the 27-yard line. John, I'm absolutely flabbergasted that there's not a flag out there. When you reverse field 3 times, it almost always happens.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Tutt's going to need oxygen after that run. That was
what was about 50 yards, just
back and forth. Yeah, that was really good coverage there by CPA, though. I mean, I've got to give them credit on that. That was a nice play, and they stayed with it.
I don't think Oakland is going to have to punt here before the end of the quarter, but they are going to. And high sky kick, going to take a bounce, and then they corral it at the 35-yard line, they being Owen Cabell. And so they're going to have one play here before the end of the quarter. They mark it back at the 35-yard line. So it looks like 7-7 is going to be our score going into the second quarter unless something weird happens. Other scores on the scoreboard tonight. Franklin leads Laverne 12-0. 7-7 here, 6-0 Catholic over Riverdale. Those are the scores we have so far. If you didn't hear yours, let us know. Van Orman going to work from the gun. One receiver to either side, and it's going to be a straight handoff. And it's Patterson, the ball carrier, picks up maybe a yard or so, and that takes us to the second quarter of play. Your score, 7-7, Oakland CPA, State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening a new location at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Get ready for a clean and organized shopping experience where you'll find up to 70% off name brand clothes and so much more. And the best part, thousands of new items hit the floor every single day. It's like walking into a brand new store every time you visit, all thanks to generous local donations. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro to learn more.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our game and Coaches Show podcast. You can find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. Rod may take me to Sir Pizza after the game tonight.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, on Memorial over there.
About to start the second quarter of play. Made him deathly silent over there.
Well, he thought when he might have to buy. that ended that conversation quickly.
If you want to keep up with the scores as we keep up with them, we're updating the scoreboard. It's WGNSradio.com/scoreboard.
You mean anybody can do that? Just anybody can come in and just update the scoreboard?
They can see it.
Where
we're updating it, yeah. I wish they could. Take a little pressure off of this guy.
Which guy?
Me guy.
Talking in third person.
I did, yeah. That's something I thought I'd do new.
Yeah.
Second down and about 9. CPA moving left to right here. Rushed and just a little flip pass to Patterson. He's going to be upended and out of bounds for a short gain and makes it third down. And makes it about 3 yards. Moss with the tackle, but I think it was Cameron Sanders, John, who just came barreling through there. And Van Orman, it's like he was staring right at a freight train coming at him.
Well, I think they wanted to set a screen up, but not that quickly.
Van Orman looks left side, zips it over there, and it's going to be complete to Mr. Welliford for another first down.
That was a bullet, right?
Man.
Perfectly timed.
Bullet is right. Henderson made the tackle, but he was right there at the sideline on the CPA side. They do get the ball to the 47, John.
We've not seen Van Orman throw it deep, but one thing about it, he's very accurate for the most part from what I can tell.
He made one overthrow here on the near side, but I think that was a timing issue as much as anything maybe. Got Patterson behind him. Sends Big Cabell there to the left side. They go up the gut. And Patterson going to be tripped up as he gets to near the 50-yard line. Picks up 2.
I don't know who made that tackle, but that was a good tackle to trip him up. Sanders maybe.
I think you're right.
Got 3, but that would have been – he could have got a lot more. He's got 8 carries, 40 yards.
Second down now. They have been able to move the football. Oakland got a big stop on the second series. This their third of the game. So it's second down here now, and going to have Cabell in motion from right to left. He's going to be blocking there here on the near side as Patterson, but he doesn't use the blocker. Runs into a wall of Patriots, brings up third down now. They're going to give him forward progress here, though, John, to about the Oakland 48, looks like. Jackson making the hit for the Patriots.
Going up the middle, he's not been as effective, but that little delay or that delay handoff has been a bugaboo for Oakland.
So third down here, Oakland needing a stop here of CPA. We're tied at 7 apiece, 9:43 left in the half. Third down, 5 yards to go for the Lions. And here's Van Orman, feels the pressure. He's going to be hit from behind and then makes a bullet pass intended for Cabell and greatly defended out there by Oakland, and that was Kyrie Gaynor, of course.
It all determined by that pass rush, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he felt that pressure. Now, they didn't really get him down, but he felt that pressure behind him.
Well, on fourth down here in the middle of the field, we'll see what they decide to do now.
Well, they kicked a field goal. I think that's not a possibility.
Yeah, I think he's out here.
But I'm telling you, I thought they would go for it last time instead of kicking a field goal. They were pretty far out.
It's either going to be a quick kick or they're going for it on 4th and 5. They're going to quick kick it and shanked it. It's going to go out of bounds at the 30. So that went about 17 yards, something
Brian,
like that.
They are respecting the Oakland explosiveness on offense because they know that any play, Tutt can break one. Any of these guys, Millsap almost broke one earlier. So I think that's the respect they're showing here by punting. But they didn't get what they wanted out of that, for sure. Much better field position than they wanted Oakland to have.
Well, John, CPA scored, then Oakland scored, then they held CPA, then CPA held Oakland. So we'll see if Oakland can break this stalemate. The first quarter was not good in terms of penalties for the Patriots. So that's something maybe we hope to see cleaned up, their first offensive series here in the second quarter. Must not be a lot of scoring going on at Riverdale either. Pass here to the near side, going to be completed to Malone, picks up a couple.
That was good coverage there.
Williford on the tackle. Giovanni spells his name Javonni. I haven't seen it that way before.
Well, finally, that makes sense to me.
It does make sense. 2nd and 8 now. And it's Cameron at quarterback. He's going to keep it. Cameron gets to the 45, runs into a CPA player, then just carries everybody to the CPA 49. What a nice run there by the junior, Dante Cameron.
It sure was, and they've used him limited so far in this game, but he obviously has that running ability, and Morton is more the thrower, but that was a good run there, first down.
First down for the Oakland Patriots. They're going to send 2 to the right side. That's the wide side of the field. They're moving right to left. And now Bass, coming from the near side, takes it up the middle.
Great cut to the inside.
Slung down at the 42 for an 8-yard gain. Chance making the tackle for CPA, but that was very well executed.
Now, if we can just stay away from penalties here.
Yeah. That's the big thing, isn't it?
That's kind of been our bugaboo. That's my word of the night.
Bugaboo?
Yeah.
What was Rod's word in the pregame show?
I didn't understand him.
In the pregame show, he had a word. You know, anything can happen or something like that?
Yeah, anything can happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first game, yeah. Here's Kamani Bass again, but taking it to the outside and scoots up that right hash all the way to the 33-yard line. That's a 7-yard pickup before Walters finally brought him down. But, John, I thought he might be gone there for a second.
Moving that speed and taking it to the outside, Kamani Bass, it's about as good as you get. And another first down for Oakland. I'm waiting for the light show. Is it coming tonight? Is that going to happen tonight?
I think you'll see that in a touchdown.
Okay, I need to look for it.
Delay handoff. Here's Tutt to the races. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. End zone. Touchdown. Patriots. A 33-yard rumble. And it's Craig Tutt's first of many, we hope, touchdowns of the season.
Well, they've used him rather sparingly, but boy, when he's been in there, he's been explosive.
Toots touchdown for the Oakland Patriots, and they take the first lead of the night, coming with 6:58 to play here in the first half of action.
That was a good offensive series right there.
And no flags.
That's what I meant.
And after the Toots touchdown, the kick is up and good, and it is now Oakland 14, CPA 7. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee, and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big G TV is brought to you in part by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, and Mills Family Pharmacy. 14-7 is our score. Oakland just scored. 6:58 to go here in the first half.
And the CPA Lions going to have the ball at the 20-yard line. Well, John, now it's going to be interesting to see how CPA reacts.
Right, and momentum is in Oakland's favor. Defense shut them down again would be wonderful. Get the ball back, maybe even score again.
$6:58 to play here in the half. We'll have the Ideas Tees intermission coming up. That would be halftime. Just a little name change. Here's Patterson rumbling, takes it to the outside, 25, 30, 35. Where did he go out of bounds? They're going to mark him out right at the 35-yard line. Looks like Jackson on the tackle.
Well, that may have been a touchdown saving tackle there.
Ooh, I see a flag now.
And they're walking back.
Is that CPA's first flag of the night? It's holding against the Lions. I didn't mean to sound so excited, but it was the first flag thrown against them tonight. So now it's 1st and 15 and back at the 15-yard line. I see a tweet that says 3-0 Cougars over Ezel Harding final. I don't think it's a final.
No.
I don't think it could be, but we'll go with 3-0 at least. Van Orman rushed and just had to sling it.
I'll tell you, that's the difference. They've been sending some people back there and kind of disrupting him. That was really
Tutt.
good strategy there.
Tutt bringing the pressure. I think I would probably do the same thing. If not, have to have a wardrobe change after I saw him coming after me.
So far, I've been pretty impressed with Oakland's defense in terms of their strategy, what they're trying to do.
2nd down and 15 now after the incompletion. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. That's the wide side. Ball from the left hash, and now a flag thrown as Van Orman makes the completion to Patterson, who gets to the 21-yard line.
I think that's going to be holding again.
It may be on that little screen pass. I think they're maybe having some trouble adjusting to Oakland's added pressure here, maybe.
Well, I think it's number 71 was kind of holding to his neck as he was trying to go in. That was just a straight rush that time from the end.
Jackson made the tackle for Oakland. But now they're asking David there on the sideline some question. Now Coach Creasy there too. David Watson, the DC. They still haven't given us any indication where the ball's going to be, or it is holding against CPA. They decline it. That was the question. So it's either 5 yards and redo the down, or third down now it should be, right? So they decline the penalty, and it's third and 9, so it's like there's a completion there, obviously. Declining the penalty. So that was part of the reason for that discussion, obviously. Now they roll out. Big Skylar Smith over the football for CPA. Receiver to the far side is Owen Cabell. He's a beast. That's the wide side of the field. He's at the numbers. Ball from the right hash, snapped. Back to Patterson. They converge on Patterson, but he's sneaky. Gets across the 30, and I think he got the first down.
Yeah, I believe he did. Got a pickup of 11. That was some missed tackles there.
That was indeed the case, and it is a first down for CPA here.
Well, that hurt because I think we had him back there.
Back to pass, looking left, and Tutt went after the interception, but it's going to be complete over there to Welford.
Not much on the completion, about 3 yards.
So a 3-yard pickup. 14-7, Oakland up. CPA driving here. They've got the ball from the 15 to the 32 of Oakland. I'm sorry, to their own 32. Second down now, 2nd and 7. Snap, they try a run, and I think that's Bradshaw Clem. First time seeing some action tonight, and he's going to knife through for about a yard. Or did I reverse his name?
No, you're right.
Yeah, Bradshaw is his first name. That's one of those that could be, either way.
They probably call him Brad, don't you think?
I would call him Clemmy.
Well, you would.
Third down and 6. Two receivers here to the wide side. That is the right, as we see it. And Van Orman moving around, folks, looking downfield, zips it, and complete to Big Cabell. Oh, and it's a foot race. 30, breaks a tackle. Two Oakland players run into each other, and he waltzes into the end zone to tie this ball game up. High stepping it to the end zone after that 62-yard touchdown pass, Van Orman to Cabell. Ouch.
Gave him enough time, and boy, he zipped it right in there to Cabell, and Cabell knew what to do with it once he got it. Big guy, good speed,
Got whistles here. I think we're going to have a few players come off. No, flag on the play. Procedure penalty against them. Try this extra point again. this to tie us up. Well, these flags are slowing us down. Now they still got to mark it off here. So a little longer on the extra point attempt. But Camden Holiday is, he's got the leg. In 24 kickoffs last season, he averaged 57 yards on the kickoffs. Oakland brings the pressure, but the kick is up and good, and we're tied at 14. And it's about 3:58 left in the half. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Customized services
We call it Happy Hiney Cream for a diaper rash.
to meet your needs.
We make that in our lab.
Custom medications
For women's health, we specialize in hormone replacement therapy,
specifically for you.
compounds for weight loss,
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding,
the liquid, suppository.
all to create medications for you.
We can flavor medications. We offer medical grade supplements.
Next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more that never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, here's the kickoff by Holiday, and guess what? Another touchback. 20-yard line is where Oakland will start here, and just under 4 minutes to play. John, we need an answer here.
Yeah, we do, and we need to take our time. You've got 3:58 to go. Don't want to rush anything.
Ideas Tees intermission coming up. We'll have stats. We'll have your replays. We'll get a report on what's going on at Tomahawk Stadium, Phil Watts Tomahawk Stadium, Tom Nolan Field. Here's Tutt trying to break through that initial line, and he spins and then is spun down at the 20.5-yard line. They're going to give him a yard, though. And I think we've got an injured player. Oh, goodness. It is number 1, Mr. Tutt. I hope it's just a cramp.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big G TV is brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. And again, we remind you, you can watch the game.
Yes, we had a few audio issues, but thanks to our crack staff, I'm not sure what they did.
Or who they called.
Well, I know that our Big G TV director, Dalton Barrett, was in on part of that.
Will they call him at a restaurant or something?
I don't know. I think it is just a cramp. He's going to pop up, and he's walking over fine. He's a little hobbled, but
you're going to see a lot of those tonight, I would imagine.
That screams cramp to me. I don't know. Doesn't look like anything more serious than that. Wow.
Got the cramp walk.
I didn't know there was such a thing, but sometimes you can't hear the golden nuggets that Rod gives us during the course of the game.
It's a shame. I get a cramp getting off the couch sometimes. I get that cramp walk.
Good enough to go to the refrigerator.
Yeah,
That's
man,
mine.
I'll tell you, that's the hardest thing.
Here's Kamani Bass on the sweep from left to right, and flags fly, big pile up. Very, very short gain, but where the flags flew in there, I don't know if he was brought down by a face mask or something, or late hit. Don't know. We'll have to roll this one out. If it's against Oakland, that's going to make this a little more difficult. 20-0 Franklin over Laverne, by the way. Update on the scoreboard. you know, we started off pretty well, but this game has definitely slowed after those first flags were thrown.
Well, I don't see them moving the football. Maybe they will now.
Holding.
Yeah,
it's declined.
Yeah.
So Oakland does not get a redo of the second down. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Looks like Cam Morton is coming in along with Justice Haggard.
No, now they changed it. It's 3rd and 7, Brian. I thought that was a
3rd and 7. Yep. So Morton at QB, fakes the handoff, rolls out. Looks, stops, eludes a guy. He's going to keep it, tuck it and run, and be slung down short of the first down as he got to the 28-yard line. Jonathan, had he had another half second, I think he was about to